Hello, I am Siri. Welcome to the iOS Beta News channel. Today we'll talk with you about the latest news from Apple and its products. Issue, a brief overview of the design, specifications and much more for iPhone SE2. Design, display, specifications, battery Touch ID, or Face ID, camera, price. Waiting for a new iPhone? Let's recall what characteristics and design await us. The iPhone SE2 will be similar to the 4.7-inch iPhone 8. The similarity will be great, as Apple will actually create a new smartphone based on the iPhone 8 components. This means that the iPhone SE2 will receive a case with slightly rounded corners and edges. If the iPhone SE2 has a glass case, then the device will receive support for wireless charging. The smartphone will be released in 3 colors: space gray, silver, and red. Display, iPhone SE2. The smartphone will be equipped with a 4.7-inch LCD display with a resolution of 750 x 1334 pixels and an aspect ratio of 16:9. It is expected that this will be exactly the same display as the iPhone 8, with relatively wide frames around the perimeter. Features of iPhone 9 or iPhone SE2. For the performance of the iPhone SE2 will be responsible for the system on the processor, Apple A13 Bionic. This is the powerful chip that is used in smartphones iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. Thus, the inexpensive iPhone SE2 will have the most powerful processor among mobile devices. This will allow him to freely run any application, including games from Apple Arcade. The real performance of the A13 Bionic processor is known. In live tests, the processor is ahead of all current Qualcomm chips. In synthetic tests, the processor also has no equal. In the Geekbench benchmark, the A13 Bionic chip scores 5,472 points in single-core mode and 13,769 points in multi-core. It is noteworthy that the yet unannounced processor Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 has the worst performance. This processor, A13 Bionic, we will get a real monster that will perform all the processes for modern mobile devices, as well as play all games simply and easily. The A13 Bionic processor is supported by the 3rd generation Neural Engine machine learning system. Thanks to this, the night mode and the special deep fusion shooting mode, exclusive to the iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max, should be available on iPhone SE2. The RAM of the smartphone will be 3 GB. The storage capacity is 32 or 64 or 128 GB, depending on the configuration. Battery for iPhone SE2. The exact battery capacity of the iPhone SE2 is not yet known. However, there are assumptions that should be close to reality. iPhone SE2 will be very similar to the iPhone 8, including the location of accessories. This means that the smartphone will receive a battery similar in capacity to the iPhone 8. The iPhone SE battery is expected to be around 1,821 mAh. Touch ID or Face ID, iPhone SE2. iPhone SE2 will receive a home button with a 2nd-generation Touch ID fingerprint scanner built into it. Functions: Face ID face scans. The smartphone will not. Camera iPhone SE2. They are based on information that the iPhone SE2 will be very similar to the iPhone 8. Probably the new iPhone SE2 will borrow from the iPhone 8 and the camera. In this case, the main camera of the smartphone will be with a resolution of 12 megapixels. The front camera of the smartphone will receive a resolution of 7 megapixels. The main camera will receive a lens of 7 lenses. Price: iPhone SE 2. According to reports, iPhone SE 2 will receive a price similar to the original iPhone SE 2, $399 for the basic version with 32 or 64 gigabytes of memory and $499 for a model with 128 gigabytes of memory. If you like this video, like and subscribe to our channel. Siri was with you.